harvested, processed, and then roasted our own coffee. And then when we were happy and satisfied about the coffees that we started to plant, no? Then we started the shop. We really were very focused on, say, quality. We really monitored and took care of the trees, and then we have our technical team. We have agriculturists, crop scientists, soil scientists to look after the farm. So every step of the way was very meticulously monitored. And that's what you get when you have a cup of coffee here at SGD Coffee. The best coffee really are the ones that are drank in the origins. So we have a program where we say it's Cup to Farm, where we want to promote people after experiencing the coffee here. Take your cup to the farms and then get to know the people behind your coffee, the communities behind that coffee, and the culture behind that coffee. We always say, discover Philippines in cups of coffee. It's not something that we buy off from a source, but these are actual farms that we work with coffee communities. So that's what we're trying to give you, an experience of how it is drinking Sagada coffee according to Sagada. So it's not something that we do a light roast or we do a lot of other brewing techniques. It's really bringing in the authenticity of the communities. Well, we can also do that, but what we want is to be able to share and conserve the coffee culture. So we do try to, as much as we can, preserve the freshness of the produce coming from our communities. So it's not just coffee. So we also bring some of their vegetables, some of their cultural food. So for example, here at SGD Coffee, we have itag, which is a traditional Sagada ham. So we do an itag carbonara, but it's also kind of like marrying what we're comfortable with eating in the city and having itag, the traditional Sagada ham, which you probably won't have normally. So what we did with coffee is that we translated it into very different experiences. So you have a cup of Sagada coffee, which is normally how people would think of when they talk about Sagada coffee. But also we did a dish that's using Sagada coffee. So we had adobo sa kape. Yeah, and then we'll also have dessert, which is an affogato, but using our Sagada coffee extra. And we also have tiramisu, but also using our Sagada coffee. So all of these experiences allow us to kind of experience Sagada coffee in different iterations, no? As a beverage, as a dessert, as a savory dish. Come visit us at number 45 Malalahanin Street, Teachers Village East, here in Diliman, Quezon City. You can also visit us on our Facebook and Instagram, SGD Coffee Bodega.
Hey guys, it's David Licauco, and today alamin natin kung meron akong mga kasalanan.
Pag pinag-uusapan ang pagbibigay ng refreshing na angas sa iba't ibang putahe, isa sa mga pinaka-effective na paraan para magawa yan ay ang paggamit ng mga herbs na nakakatulong para balansehin ang lasa ng bawat dish. Kaya di na rin nakapagtatakang karamihan sa mga farms na nabisita natin sa ating food explorations, may mga sections na nakalaan para sa tanim ng mga herbs. Isa sa mga pinaka-common nating makikita ay ang napaka-flexible na basil. Masarap itong gamitin sa pagluluto ng mabilisang basil and tilapia stir fry.
So init lang tayo ng oil. So habang piniprito natin yung ating fish, sunod na natin yung talong. At syempre yung ating kamyas. Season lang natin ng salt and pepper ulit. Sunod lang natin yung sili natin. And yung ating basil. Okay? Pwede na mag-plate.
Maski pato o gansa, pwede mong bigyan ng kakaibang karakter gamit ang basil.
So we start off, heat natin yung ating pan, tapos sear na natin yung ating karne. Pwede na natin lagay yung ating aromatics. And of course, season natin yan ng salt. So we'll add in turmeric, pepper as well, and some sugar. So we'll add in yung ating basil. And then finally, yung coconut cream natin. So ito na yung ating fried basil. Hot oil, dip lang natin yung stem muna.
Ang mint naman na kadalasan sa mga summer drinks lang natin matitikman, akalain mo pwede rin palang magdagdag ng refreshing na elements sa roasted lamb sa pamamagitan ng paggawa ng napakadaling mint and honey sauce.
Lalagyan lang natin siya ng siguro couple of tablespoons ng ating raw honey. That right there is a perfect honey mint glaze.
Pero kung may isang refreshing herb na highly recommended kong gamitin dahil madali itong hanapin sa mga suki ninyong tindahan sa palengke, ito ay ang cilantro. Samahan mo lang ito ng manok at kanin, palag na yan. Makakagawa ka na ng masarap na chicken cilantro rice dish.
And habang sinisir natin yan, sisison ko yung taas. Yung ating cilantro naman, ikakat lang natin into 3 different portions. So we have the roots, the stems, and yung ating mga dahon. Itong part na to, pang-garnish ko na lang after maluto na ng lahat. Pero itong roots at saka yung stem, ito yung gagamitin ko at isasama ko dun sa pagsasaing ng aking bigas. So merong chicken essence na din doon sa ating bottom ng ating pan. Yung ating bigas, ilalagay ko dun sa ating pan or ating pot. Lagay lang natin yung cilantro roots and stem. Now at this point, pwede na natin siyang lagyan ng stock. We are also going to add some salt and pepper. So ito, i-in ko lang for about 20 to 30 minutes. Ihahalo ko yung ating cilantro leaves before serving. Pwede tayong sumibog. Yung ating buko. Pwede na nating patayin yung ating apoy. Pwede na tayo mag-serve.
Rizal para burgers. And nandito na nga siya sa aking harapan. Ito yung 3 layers at marami pa tayong titikman dito ng mga burgers. Pati rin yung mga UFO na burger, pati yung mga boodle, chuchu-ek-ek nila na burger. Basta ang dami lang burgers dito at titikman ko lahat yan. Kaya abangan niyo po yan! Boodle Big Burgers. Literal na big burgers talaga dahil this is for 3 to 5 people and ang tawag dito, UFO Burger. Wait, may lahat. Sige, go. Yes, yes, yes. At ito naman. Ice cream. Lemon. Lasang ice cream. Lemon. Lasang lemon taste. Saan ba galing yung double burger na yan?
It's named double because we always want the burgers na double patty. So when you order with smash one, it's always double patty. Hindi lang pwede
Single patty. Wala rin more than 2.
wala. Well, you can request if you want it to be one.
So, grabe dito guys, yung regular burger nila ay 2 patty, nakakabusog na yun. Ayun na nga, from Angono to Taytay, nalibot ko na ang Rizal para tikman yung mga burgers nila and sobrang saya ko sa experience na to. Kasi I get to try the different flavors representing different places here in Rizal. Kaya sobrang pleasure. Kasi ako yung napili na tumikim nito. Grabe guys, sobrang sarap talaga. Now I know why it's trending. Mga ka-food explorers, after kong maglaway sa pag-uusap namin kanina ni Sil, chill. Kaya baka gutom na tayong lahat. Pwede. Okay, go. Nalalagay sa mga bottle ba? Yung color white. Nata de coco. Nata de coco. Let's start with the loyalist. Sana all loyal. Yung experience ko always great when I'm with my farm to table family kasi they're all genuine and kind. They never let me feel like I'm alone. They always feel like a family. And for this episode, I'm so happy kasi I get to eat again. Yun lang naman talaga, isa sa pinakamasaya akong na-experience sa Farm to Table. Isa siya sa pinakamasayang taping sa lahat-lahat ng show sa buong mundo dahil ako ay kumakain. And I'm a foodie, so sobrang saya ko. Ayun na nga mga ka-food explorer. Again, this is Shuve Etrata. And sobrang saya ko po sa episode na to. Kaya sana nag-enjoy din po kayo. Manood lang po kayo palagi ng Farm to Table.
Pag attitude sa akin yung tao, cute lang. Kasi pag black, alam na niya eh. Secret! Eh, syempre wala na. Secret lang yon. Wala kayong alam. Hi guys! I'm Sanya at nandito ko para mag-reveal ng aking mga kasalanan. Oo. Well,
Kung may isang puno na may tuturing nating simbolo ng refreshing summer vibes saan mang panig ng mundo ka pumunta, ito ay ang coconut tree. Tayong mga Pinoy, itinuturing ito bilang tree of life. Dahil mas malalim pa sa summer vacation ang koneksyon natin sa puno ng nyog, bahagi ito ng pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay. At syempre, ang iba't ibang pagkaing natutunan nating lutuin mula sa iba't ibang bahagi ng puno ng nyog. Ang manamis-namis at nakakapreskong sabaw ng buko, ginagamit sa pagluluto ng binakol na sikat sa Aklan.
Yung ating buko. Pwede na nating patayin yung ating apoy. Pwede na tayo mag-serve.
Noong bumisita naman tayo sa Quezon, natikman natin